Hi everyone, it's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 and Me. Thank you so much for being here this morning. I hope that you're having a really beautiful day wherever you are. Just know that I'm thinking about you as I do these videos, and I always try to cover topics that I think are going to be of interest to you. And one topic that I want to share with you right now is something relevant to this winter season for those people in the Western Hemisphere, and also for people that are just prone to seasonal illnesses and changes in your health. Okay, so I'm not a doctor, of course. I don't know. This is not medical advice. It's based on an article by one of our bloggers, Sandra Feaster. And it's a really practical article about how to avoid getting sick over the holidays and some really simple tips. Now, first of all, my tea. I'm drinking a really weird combination today. It's ginger and rhubarb. Now, the reason I chose this is I actually have I have a box of tea, right? I have just boxes of different types of teas, and I wanted ginger. So I didn't have a plain ginger, and I just made a ginger and rhubarb, and I put a little bit of extra ginger in there. I don't know if you can see. But anyway, there's my cup of ginger tea. And of course, ginger is in the turmeric family, and it's super good for you for anti-immune properties and for staying healthy. Don't know whether Sandra mentions that one or not, but it's one of those ones that I think is kind of important. So first thing she says is, we almost never fail to get sick over the holidays. I mean, I know so many people will say this, that, I've been really well all year, and then suddenly the holidays, come along and I get sick. Why? Well, because this time of the year is really fraught with stress. It's a time of the year when there's things going on all the time that are out of the ordinary. We're being visited by more friends. We visit friends, meet for coffee, meet for outside the house, in a cafe for dinner. We have, deal with traffic if we're driving, or have to deal with shopping crowds. There's all kinds of stresses that don't normally happen in your regular life. Or if they do, they're kind of intensified at this time of the year. I remember my big sickness in my life was where, I think I've mentioned this before, where I fell when I was working in Paris, and I broke my tooth and really hurt myself, and then I was on my way actually to spend Christmas with my family in Switzerland. That was part of my trip, and throughout that whole trip I was ill, and even on top of the injuries from my fall, I actually developed cold sores in my mouth, fever blisters, and it was so bad I couldn't eat. I could only drink soup and couldn't smile, laugh. It was really a strange holiday, but that's the type of thing that happens at this time of the year, in my opinion. Or you'll go on vacation. It doesn't have to even be winter. You go on vacation, and then suddenly 2 days later you're in bed with the flu or cold. Yes, maybe it's the flight. Maybe it's just the germs that are all around you at train stations and on buses. But we get sick anyway. We get sick at certain times of the year. Not getting enough sleep is definitely going to help, is going to contribute. So get your sleep. That will help you be strong and to fight back against these germs. Time is short. We really don't have a lot of time to be messing around with being sick. So it's really important that we don't feel so rushed with all the things that are going on in the world, including money worries, family dynamics, all kinds of things you might have to organize, cook, prepare, shop for, make, buy. It's really super important that you just have a break, give yourself a break. So the other thing, by the way, is flu shots. I must admit, I've never had a flu shot in my life until this year, and I did take a flu shot for one reason. That is because I spend a lot of time with my grandson, and it was my son's wish and daughter-in-law's wish that we all stay healthy for him. And I took it, and nothing happened. It was totally cool. I mean, I really did feel okay. It wasn't a big deal at all. And I, so far, touched some wood, have not had any cold or flu. So that's all good. Don't forget, public spaces, there's so much going on these days. And I even, for example, wear gloves when I go down the railing of a train station. Because think of the number of hands that have been on that railing. And so I always put gloves on and just try to anticipate possible problems. Okay, so Sandra has some really good ideas here, and they're pretty straightforward ones. And I mean, I always have paid attention to them. But wash your hands often. And that means often. Just wash your hands. As I said, when you go to train stations or to buses or even in your car, there's just germs everywhere in the winter months. And so just wash your hands often. Also, there's a lot more people coming into the country from other parts of the world where they have illnesses that we don't even have. So, visitors and friends coming in, just be aware that just wash your hands all the time and carry some of that, what do you call it? The anti-germ spray that you can get, liquid that you can rub on your hands in places in the public. I would actually carry a very small one in my bag whenever I travel, and it's just a really cool that gel, disinfectant. That's the word I'm looking for, hand gel disinfectant. So you can even wipe down the train or the plane tray. Yes, someone's going to look at you and think that woman's very obsessive, but it doesn't matter. You're not going to get sick. They might. So just wipe the table down. And honestly, it doesn't matter what people think. You're protecting yourself, and that's what is most important. Another thing that Sandra talks about, and I encourage you to read her article because she does actually have several different really good thoughts, is to increase your water consumption. Drink plenty of water, stay hydrated. Heated rooms or air-conditioned rooms, either one, is just creating an imbalance in the atmosphere. You go into shops these days and they've pumped up the heat so hot. You've got your coat on. I don't know why they do that, but anyway, heated rooms or cold air, it all contributes to dehydration. So just make sure that you take a bottle of water, thermos of tea, something with you when you are on the road or when you're out and about, and just buy a bottle of water, keep it by your side. It's very, very important. And also when you in the holiday months, guess what else we tend to drink? Yes, the Prosecco and wine and other alcoholic beverages. And Sandra's advice is to drink a glass of water for every alcoholic drink that you drink. So if you drink a glass of wine, drink a glass of water. And that's really important too. And she says, I think this is really true. If you just do those two things on a regular basis, just keep your hands clean and drink more water, that's going to help you a lot in giving you the best chance to stay healthy in the winter months. And, I wanted to share with you just my thought this morning when I was reading my inspirational card. Today it was all about don't waste a moment. That was the card that I chose. And I was just thinking how that kind of relates to what I just talked about. And it does. By the way, this is a card that comes in our set of really beautiful inspirational cards. I've got little quotes on the back. It's a really, really lovely set. It's called Aging Beautifully. I'll show you the little box. I love these pictures. They're so colorful. It's called Aging Beautifully. And on these cards, you'll see a gorgeous picture with a phrase or a word. And then on the back, a little inspirational quote. So I'll read this one for you. I'll just get my glasses so I can read what I'm looking at. It says, "Every moment counts. How we spend each day is sacred. Our mortality is a gift because it reminds us to live. Don't wait another moment. Sing, dance, breathe, love, and live. And stay healthy." That's, I think, where this card kind of pulled my mind towards it, because it's really all about taking care of yourself and don't waste a moment by being sick. Stay healthy and well. If you're interested, by the way, in these cards, you can look at the link below and Aging Beautifully. I think that's what we're all trying to do, don't you? Anyway, I hope that you're well. Stay healthy this winter. Well, stay healthy forever. And just be well. And we'll talk again soon. Leave your comments in the section below. How do you handle sniffles in the holiday season? Are there any tips you've got for us? How to stay healthy during the winter months, the holiday season? Hope that you have a great day. And as I said, stay healthy and well. Live fully in the moment. And look forward to speaking with you all again really soon. Take good care, everybody. Bye-bye for now.